Hello, friends. It's the Carnivore Rabbi here, as always, to meet, pray, and love. Now, when you think of the word diet, you typically think of a weight loss plan, a regime, a prescribed way of eating. We also think of something temporary. You achieve a goal with a diet, and then you get back to normal. I'm going on a diet, like I'm going on a vacation. So is the carnivore diet really a diet? I don't think so. And I think carnivore is better described as a way of eating, even a way of life. It's not simply something we do temporarily. It's something that changes our lives wholesale. And why is this important? Why does this distinction really matter? Well, first, it can take time to acclimate to the carnivore way of eating. Professor Bart Kay says that it can take 6 to 8 weeks. Now, I jumped right in to carnivore. I had been keto before, and I think many did too. Dante Ferrigno talks about this. But Professor Kay says slower may be better, and that might be right. He might be right for many people. Now, when you know something is a long-term change, then you can be more patient in taking time to get acclimated to it. So the 6 to 8 weeks doesn't seem like a big deal. That's one reason why using the proper terminology matters. The second reason way of eating is much better is the nature of language. Now, this is a little philosophical, a little psychological, so be patient with me. Psychologists have found that when we use negative language, we actually picture the negative thing. So, for example, a poster or a billboard that says, "Don't drive drunk," is less effective than a billboard that says drive sober. Because when we see the words drive drunk, our mind pictures a drunk person and we're drawn towards pictures. When it says a positive thing like sober, our minds are drawn to picture a sober person and we're drawn towards that. This has been well researched, well studied. Like preserve clean air is a more powerful message than don't smoke. It's just the way our brains work. Now, when we think about the word diet, diet tends to be a negative word. It has a more negative image than way of eating or even lifestyle. And the words way of eating or lifestyle can draw us more into the positive aspects of carnivore. Now, this may not make rational sense. You may be thinking, Rabbi, you're just talking philosophically, but it's true. It makes emotional sense. We're drawn towards positive language. By the way, this helps us explain why carnivore diet really took off, or carnivore way of eating really took off in 2017, because that's when Sean Baker first used the word carnivore. Before that, people had talked about zero carb. That was the earlier way. There was a very famous group, the zero carb, zeroing in on health, and a zero carb group. I have all their initial notes. They're incredible. There were some really amazing people in zero carb. But the name zero carb is not a great name because it keeps us focused on the word carb. That's what our picture goes to, negative. Whereas the word carnivore gives us a picture of a lean, strong animal. It's more positive. Again, I know this isn't always logical, but it's the way our minds work. The image, the word carnivore, brings us to it. It's more inspiring. It is more emotionally driven than the word zero carb. By the way, if you like this content, give it a subscribe. It means the world to me, and we need as much support as we can get to promote this way of eating, to bring more health and healing to the world. This is my mission. This is my dream, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to do that. Thank you. The third reason the carnivore diet isn't really a diet, and this to me is the most powerful, is that it's about so much more than food. When you think about a diet, you think mainly about weight and appearance, which is logical. That's what a lot of diets, that's why they sell so many books. The South Beach diet gives you a picture of someone chilling on the beach in South Beach and enjoying life. The carnivore way of life, the carnivore way of eating, it lifts brain fog, it reduces anxiety, it helps us become more patient, connected. In other words, the non-scale benefits for many of us dwarf the on-scale ones. And that's not true with a typical diet. It's those non-scale victories that really make the carnivore way of eating special. Now, despite all this, we still use the word diet when talking about carnivore. I use it all the time. It's just part of our culture. It's a linguistic convention. And people know what we mean when we say carnivore diet. But I think you'll see the longer you do this, the more you do it, that it's much, much more than that. It's a way of life. It's a way of being. It's a way of optimizing ourselves so that we can truly get the most out of this life we've been given.